Hello, brothers and sisters of the end. Welcome to my page about common sense. I try to keep it now under the 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people bleeding God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like Yo Arse, people like DMT, people who like ayahuasca and DMT, weed. If you like to smoke, usually most of the time it's not. You can't pay attention. You're using drugs, poisoning your body. It's hard to pay attention to my types. Hello. You know why it's hard to pay attention to me? And because I'm bubbly. I'm actually more funnier than James Chappelle, but I don't like standing on the stages like he is. He's not schizo. He caters more towards the white audience's side. I'm more on the black and in the middle side of the audiences. I know who my audience is. Okay? But anyway, I digress here. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or prospects, you put it down below. I'm putting these glasses to be more meticulous in my beings and my doings, okay? I'm trying to sound incoherent and cringy, okay? But if you don't know me, you become the fool if you make assumptions. But a lot of you don't know me. But of course, you don't have to know me. But I also got topics that other people don't talk about. But I can't stand these phones, man. I'm not paying no more phone. And the next phone is going to be the end. But I always say that. And then I buy another motherfucking phone. Alright? But at least we're paying payments in America. In America, we pay little payments. Well, which is a good thing. Okay? So now I got a lot of people off of here talking for like 1 minute and 55 seconds. Now, let's get on with the topic down here. Today's topic will be about the 3 types of awesome women who are wise enough to exist in this reality, but they are fucking rare because every time I go in the comment section, I always see a female complaining and bitching, but because they misunderstand the concept of what an alpha male is. I was on this group page, and I think it was called The Lounge, and a female, and there was a comment posted saying, if a man has all the financial monies, he has enough money, does she really needs to work? Okay? And I simply said, yeah, you know, it's up to him to make the ultimate decision for her to work or not. She is just a suggestion, okay? Because anything she says is going to be a suggestion to him. It's not going to be the ultimate final. He has the final say so, not her. Okay, there's no shared agreement there. This the king, you know. You know, when you're playing a game with family and business, who's more responsible? It's simply put, it's the man. Okay, especially you got all that money. Okay, I don't agree with all this marriage shit. I don't agree with all this, prenups. That's all a waste of time between distrustful people, and it's a governmental monopoly. They monopolize on the weak minds of males. Okay, because what's going to happen is the women take them to the matriarch, and eventually the women will be losing in the overall end. Okay, because this is a matriarch system, and you may think it's a matriarch, but they're using psychology in the matriarch. So wise men take advantage of the matriarch. Foolish men fall into it. Now, let's talk about the 3 subjects, the three things. The first type of wise woman they're called Nawals. Now, I'm going to talk about that last. Okay, they save the best for last, like a lot of women do. They save the best for last, and then they realize they fucked up because they didn't have a daddy figure, just like a lot of guys out there too. But that's another subject. The first type of female is those who complain and bitch. Why not have your own shit? Right? You know, women always want to complain and say, if you had your own shit when you got into the relationship, obviously you can kick him out. So the first type of female is we shouldn't have these arguments. You got your own and I got my own. Okay, you got your own house, I got my own place, because that's how I was before I even met my wife and I went on to Ethiopia. I said, hey, I'm going to live with a female. I've lived with a female at least twice in my life, at least twice. And I realized how filthy and dirty they are. So I kicked myself out. They kick me out. They thinking they kicking me out. They're doing themselves a favor, but they don't realize they're fucking up. If I'm in your house and I told you this is this, I'm dictating to you what should be done in your house. I'm suggesting that you better because you're going to be pissed off at me. But I'm different, though. A lot of guys will sit back and just play PlayStation and fucking Xbox or some shit. I just don't do that. I live with this one female. This female always kept her house dirty. But you know what I did? I stayed in the bedroom. I never left the bedroom. And every time she have company, I come down and everybody would start laughing and some shit because I'm the comedian in the house. And I say, this is a dirty ass house. I'll just scream it out. But the bitch be like, she keeping me there. She paying me for my services. Remember that? I'm an ex-Gigolo, or I used to hang with women, okay? All right, okay. We got that. So you have your own shit, women, because I've only dealt with females who had their own shit. So that's the number one thing. What is going on? All right. That's the number one thing that y'all women should focus on. Your own shit, your own house. You got your own car. That's the first wise. The second wise type of female is those females who basically are into polygyny. Now, I've been telling female all of the motherfucking time, if you got no talents, at least learn how to have something in common or play with your pussy a good way in front of them. Sharing is caring. And I've tried to teach females all my life. Ever since I was 19, I said, yo, you already doing polyandry in the first place. You get with a man and you get tired of him and you go to another man. That's dumb. Okay? If you're a nympho, you might as well just be a prostitute until your time is up. But that's the fourth one. I want to talk about that right now. If you're a prostitute and you're honest, at least you told the man you was a prostitute. God damn. Now, if the man is packing, he's going to fill you up. If the man is medium, he ain't going to fill you up. Just use common sense. There's four types of great women out there. If you're wise, I don't consider a prostitute wise. But if you know how to clean and douche down there and shit like that, and you know how to move and herky-jerky and shit like that, you're wise by telling them the truth that you used to be a prostitute. You used to be a porn star. You telling them in advance. That's alpha. If you don't tell them, that's not very wise. That's filthy and it's nasty because men don't sleep with as much of the opposite sex than women do. Women have the whole shebang. The whole fucking shebang. They have all that time to be fucking 50, dude, 60. If a female tell me 5 guys she fuck with, she fuck with 50. That's why I don't deal with used vaginas. I've been dealing with used vaginas most of my life, man. I don't fuck them. I use a strap on to fuck them. I play with it and look at it. I wear gloves. I put your eye blindfolded on your ass and you feel the best connection you can feel with me. Yeah, sure. But that's services rendered, okay? Right? You don't have to worry about that shit with other guys if you hang with me. But anyway, so that's the third type. So I've already talked about the diva type who got her own shit. She want to talk shit. This is my house. Cool. The second type is the female basically who's into polygyny. You sharing is caring. You got to check that other sister. You got to make sure you have his permission. I say, I don't want you to lose me. I don't want you to run away. Right? We got to the point, right? So polygyny is a big thing because men are sexual beasts. Right? All right. Now, the third type is the prostitutes. The prostitutes, if they're honest and they're upfront, you wise as fuck. You might have the best sex in the motherfucking world with the used vagina, but you might have a loosey-goosey, flappy-jappy. I don't deal with your types. I already know who you are, okay? I know the nully pussies, flappy-jappy, loosey-gooseys, squeezer-pleasers, okay? I know about them terms. And the last one, however, is a nawalt, a unicorn. Now, polygyny type of females are like unicorn as well. But they go hand in hand with the last one because you got to have lots of, these are dragon females. I have talked to a lot of females, only a few, very few, who they know how to keep a conversation going. I can sit here and literally talk for hours. But I have never encountered many females, all of the hundreds of females, about one or two can talk a fire conversation just like me. Very fucking rare. My girl Tree, my girl Joanna, I remember those two. These are the only two that sticks in my head from all of the females I've talked to because they just could sit there and just start talking. And they will even ask me questions. They have a two-way rapport streak. That's rare. But you also have to be like a kindred spirit. You got to have that good sex. I may have encountered females who are mental, but our sex is not going to be compatible because they have lost their virginity. But having a virgin, on top of that, she's a dragon female who know how to talk. It's a very, very fucking rare thing. Very fucking rare. There's more men out there who are dragon conversationalists and they are still virgins. They live in foreign lands though. If a man is attractive in some sort of way, he's gonna get some pussy, okay? Naturally, okay? But if you go overseas, there's a lot of attractive men overseas, because I've been over there who ain't got none, but they know how to conversate. If you're asking questions in a conversation, you are a conversationalist. You have exceeded the boundaries by having a good two-way rapport, and this is what women do not have. Okay? Especially with intellectual males. Okay? Now, I've encountered, like I said before, I encountered a few no-walks with their mental psychosis. We had things in common like video games and conversations fire, but the sex is not there. Because I am particular. Because I have standards as an alpha male. So we talked about the 3 different types. We over 10 minutes now. As I said it before, if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, 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 very important. I just had this for breakfast. Okay? Yeah, you see this? Okay, you make sure you get this. This is good. This will. You might not want to take this if you're being checked for THL, tender loving care, THC. Okay, you know what it is. It's a chemical that makes you real high. But of course, I put it in my smoothies. I don't always eat breakfast. Breakfast is not a good meal unless it's always saturated in fats. I could talk about health all day, but I don't want people taking my ideas and shit and just regurgitating it and getting, they know people and they getting money. I don't like that shit. I'll say something and then some I will branch off, but I'm just being myself. This is all unscripted. All right. Now, so we talked about the 4. That's a matter of 4 special women out there. Peace and love to you all, you women out there who are actually those individuals. And much love. Keep to yourself. Hold your virginity if you are still a virgin. Trust me on that. Play with the outside of the pussy like I told my wife. Might do. I said, if you feel horny, just rub it a few times. Smack it a few times. Don't stick to me. The big things in there. Don't get too greedy. Because you're going to need some average size motherfucker to get up in there. Or you don't want no huge, you ain't gonna never have sex with a fucking huge humongous cock. You're not gonna have sex with a huge humongous cock if you're a virgin. You're not, okay? Trust me. I've been down that fucking road. And peace and love to you, brothers, sisters of light and dark. Please don't try to underestimate me. I can't stand motherfucking Negroes who think they're the shit. They look more attractive to me, but they're stupid as fuck. They'll try to copy and shit. And then they'll lose that battle because they got no proof or no fucking evidence. Alright? But other than that, be yourself and don't try to copy off other people. Be innovative. Be different. And you're not trying to kill me because I'm different and better than you, motherfucker. You crazy out of your mind? I studied for my shit. I worked hard to be the way I fucking am. Having all the shit that I have. But I love you all, and I hate the many of you, of course, and I love animals more than human beings. I do not fuck the animals. And I'm not your Peter, not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.